So how can you sort the collection? So you can sort the collection using a sort method. And then for that sort method, you have to pass the list. So you should create first a list. That list you can sort it, right? So in order to do that, either you can so use the collections class sort method, or there are two other interfaces are there, comparable and comparator interfaces. So using that also you can do that. And so comparable interface, so is used to order the objects of user defined classes. For example, you define your own classes and those values you can pass. So those are the things you want to sort. Then you can use this comparable interface. Only this interface is found in java.lang package. So, and also it only has one method, compare to method. And also it provides a single sorting sequence. Only one element you can sort. Only one element basis you can sort it. So it may be roll number, name, age, or anything else. That's a comparable. So interface concept. Next, comparator interface. So it is found in java.util package. And it contains two methods, compare method and equals method. So both methods are available in this comparator interface. It provides multiple sorting sequences. It provides multiple sorting sequences. You can sort the elements on the basis of any data member. So either, for example, if you take employee class, a roll number, name, age, or anything else, on any data member basis, you can sort. But you have to create a separate comparator class. And based on that, you can pass that comparator to these methods, compare method. So the differences, so we'll see these differences, comparable and comparator. This is a very important interview question also. What is the difference between comparable and comparator interface? So before that, I just want to give collections class. Collection is different. Collections is different. Collection is an interface. Collections is a utility class. So utility class means all the static methods will be there in this collections class. So you want to sort the elements of list type elements. You can use this collections sort method. So that's a main method. There are so many methods are there in this collections class. Then what is the difference between comparable and comparator? So comparable provides single sorting sequence. So we can sort the collection on the basis of a single element. So such as ID, name, or price. The comparator provides multiple sorting sequences. So we can sort the collection on the basis of multiple elements. So like ID, name, and price, or any other element. That's a main difference. Comparable affects the original class, the actual class. So you need to be modified. Comparator doesn't affect the original class. The actual class is not modified. Comparable provides compare to method. Comparator provides compare method. Comparable is available in java.lang package. Comparator is available in java.util package. We can sort the list elements of comparable type. Just calling the collections.sort, you can provide the list. so that it will sort automatically. We can sort the list of elements of comparator type. Here list type, but here comparator type you have to pass collections dot sort list and comparator. So you have to create a comparator and then you need to pass that comparator to this sort method. And what is the difference between ArrayList and vector? ArrayList is a non-synchronized, vector is synchronized. ArrayList increments the 50% of current array size if the number of elements exceeds its capacity. Vector increments the 100% its size. That means it doubles the array size if the total number of elements exceeds the capacity. So ArrayList is a new class. It is introduced in JDK 1.2, but you can say so in the beginning. But vector is from the beginning it is there. So very legacy class. ArrayList is fast because it is non-synchronized. So vector is slow because it is synchronized. In a multi-threaded environment, it holds the other threads in runnable or non-runnable state until current thread releases the lock of the object. So ArrayList uses the iterator interface to traverse the elements. Vector uses the iterator and also enumeration concepts to traverse the elements. So just now I mentioned the difference between collection and collections. Collection is an interface. Collections is a class. Collection is a base interface. Collections is a utility class. Collection defines methods that are used for data structures that contain the objects. Collections define the methods that are used for operations like accessing, finding elements on the collection. Then you can use a collections class. Collection interface has only abstract methods. Collections class has only static methods. So which are used to operate on the objects of type collection. So these are the main differences between collection and collections. And another very important interview question, what is the difference between arrays and collection? So these are all any question they will ask. So you should be able to answer at least a few points so that it will be, it will create a good impression. Okay. Now what is, so array you know already. Arrays are fixed in size, but collections are dynamic in size. So with respect to memory, arrays are not good to use, but with respect to memory, collections are better to use. And with respect to performance, so better to use arrays. So collections are not good to use in case of performance. So arrays can hold only homogeneous elements, only one type of elements. But collections can hold both homogeneous and heterogeneous elements. So arrays basically it has one kind of data type you can store, but collections you can store both type of elements. Arrays don't have ready-made methods, but collections have ready-made data structures and methods, which makes collections more user-friendly. Arrays can hold both primitives and wrapper objects, but collections can hold only objects. Class cast exception occurs in collection, but not in arrays. We have iterators for going through the collection, but we don't have them in the arrays. So Java returns arrays rather than collection in most of the operations due to performance issues. So that's a main difference between so arrays and collection. This is the one of the very important interview question. Please read, and at least 3-4 points you can give. That's good. No? So they will impress. So properties class in Java. Properties class in Java. Okay. So properties class or properties file. So properties class contains key and value pair both as a string. Both as a string. So the java.util so package this properties class available, and it is a subclass of hash table. It can be used to get the property of from the properties file based on the key, property key. So basically the key value pair again, like a map. So map you can store any kind of data elements, both key value pair. You will define them. You will define. But in the properties file, both are strings only. Key is a string, value also string only. So that's the properties file. So why do you need this properties class? To retrieve the property value based on the key. Advantage of properties file is recompilation is not required if the information is changed in the properties file. So you don't need to recompile the Java class. So if any information change in the file, in the properties file. So how to use this? So first you need to create the properties file with a dot properties extension and store all your data. So as a key value pair. Then, so create a simple method, a return type method that is so properties class get properties or get property value method, something like that. And then constructors, you can use any one of them, or default constructor or parameterized constructor. So I'm going to use a default constructor. So we create object for properties class, properties prop equal to new properties. Then you know how to read the file, any file. It can be a properties file, it can be a text file, it can be a doc file or Excel file, any file if you want to read. I already mentioned, I don't know whether you practiced or not. That is file concept you have to implement here. So we have a load method for reading. So it loads the data from the reader object. So what are the properties file you give? That all properties will be read using this load method. And load input stream. So we have a file reader and input stream reader also, right? So it loads the data from the input stream object. So this will read the byte and this will read the character, right? That's what we discussed in the, and also you can load from XML also. It is used to load all of the properties, so represented by the XML document. and public string get property. So it returns value based on the key. It returns value based on the key. Get property, string key, string default value. It searches for the property with the specified key. So set property. So it calls the put method of a hash table and it set the key and value. So and also you have to use write method, the store method. You have a store method here. It writes the properties in the writer object. Store method, output stream. So you can write the properties to the file. So that's a store method you will use. Mainly we'll use get property, set property, load method, widely used methods. So to get the property value, you will use a get property method. That's it. So these are the main important methods. Okay. And so let's discuss quickly this topic and then we'll go for the programs. So what is the difference between collections and streams? Collections are mainly used for storing the data. Streams are mainly used to perform the operations on the data. You have data, and on that you are going to perform the operations. You can add or remove elements from the collection. You cannot add or remove elements from streams. Collections have to be iterated externally, but streams are internally iterated. Collections can be traversed multiple times. Streams are traversable only once. Collections are eagerly constructed. Streams are lazily constructed. So these are the collections you know already: list to, set to, map. And streams are, we have filtering, mapping, matching, collect. So many methods are there for streams. So that's all about. Okay. So let's go and see the programs on all these properties and map. And so let's discuss on the map. So how to create a map. So again, I told you already, interface and that implementing classes. Hash map, linked hash map, tree map. So these are the three classes. So hash map doesn't maintain the order. Linked hash map, it will maintain the insertion order. So tree map will sort in alphabetical order. So that's the concept. So based on your need, you can create object for that purpose. And so let's go and see. First, I'll show you all the map methods. Put to put all, contains key, contains value, get method to get the value, remove method to delete the entry from the map. And one by one, we will see that. Okay, let's go and see map demo. See that first, create a map. So to store the key as a string, value as a double. So map key and value in the angular brackets, a product map. So it's a product map. So product name and price I am giving here. Product name is a string and price is a double. New hash map, string double. So map size is product map dot size method. And then you can print the product map directly, the map will print. So insert the entry into the map using put method. How can you insert entry into the map? Using put method. So the map name dot put. So, and this is the product name and the price. So map dot put product name price. So map dot put product name price. So map dot put product name price. Map dot put product name price. So, and the map size is product map dot size. You can get the size. So it will tell you how many entries are there. This is the one entry, right? Key value pair is called an entry. Key value pair is called an entry. So key and value. Key value. So this is the one entry, this is the one entry, another entry, another entry. So many entries we added. Then you can print that entire map. So fetch the iPhone price. I want to fetch this iPhone price. How can you fetch it? So to get any key value, you need to use a get method, get of key. So yesterday we have seen how hash map works. I already told when you are inserting how it will store, when you are getting or retrieving, which method is called get method, and how it is searching I have shown you already. So, and so this is the one map dot get, just a key name I'm providing, I'll get the value 75,000. So that's a get method. Now search particular key is present in the map or not. How can you do that? Using contains key method. So boolean b equal to, so return type. The method return type is a boolean. Variable name colon. Object reference dot contains key headset. So this headset is present in the this map or not, I'm searching. So that's the this value. And also you can find, so contains value. You can search. So particular value is present or not. I'm searching this. This value is present or not. So this value is present, so it will return true to you. So how can you delete one entry from the map? Using remove method. So just map name dot remove and give the router. So that means this entire entry will be deleted from the map. And so then once you delete, and I'm just getting the product map size, and I'm printing that what are all the elements are there. So fetch all the keys from the map using key set. Fetch all the keys from the map using key set. So set string key set collection equal to map dot key set. So this method return type is set collection, and the collection name I had given. So then how can you iterate set collection? Either you can do with the iterator or for each loop. So I'm doing iterator. So because this collection type is a string type, so string it equal to collection name dot iterator method. So while this it dot has next, and get that value using it dot next method. So that's the how to iterate all the keys set collection. How to get all the keys into set collection, then how to iterate that. And so just we already practiced this again. One more time I'm showing this. So entry set method. So it returns all the entries into set collection. So the return type of this method is set map.entry. So that's a return type. So the set collection name and map.entry set method. So now you got for the, so data type is this one. This is the data type. So I'm writing map.entry string double ent colon entry set collection. So entry set collection. So entry set, so collection. Then this ent dot get key and value you can get ent dot get value. That means each entry, this is the each entry key and value I'm fetching with the get key and get value method. So these are all the methods we discussed. Those methods I have shown here again. That first 0 empty map, then 5 we entered. See, first we entered Samsung, but it is returning first headset, then Samsung, then router. But so the second one, third one is router and iPhone. So iPhone here, but you are getting here. So there is no order guaranteed. Order is not guaranteed. So to get that. Any questions on this?
Good so far.
Okay. So the next one is, so map interview programs. So what are the different map? So we have a different map interview programs. First program is print occurrence of each character in a given string. So you give any input to the method. That method should calculate, okay, each character, how many times it is occurring. So that means, so see this, your map is character and integer. Character and integer. That means you have to create a key data type is a character and value data type is a integer. So that's what I'm doing. I'm creating a, so return type. So this method is going to return a map. So what type of map? Key is a character data type, integer. Sir, these are not primitive, right? These are wrapper object classes, wrapper classes. These are wrapper classes. So I already told 8 primitive data types has 8 wrapper classes. So collections, you must use only wrapper class objects, not primitives. So primitives you cannot store in the collections. So because this, it can store only objects, not primitive data. See this, how can you solve this problem? Because you got the string, all the characters. Then how can you solve it? So in order to do this, first you create the map. So map, first step, create a map. Map, so key is a character, value is integer. Because how many times it is occurring? Times means, so we need a number. So then map name equal to new link dash map I am using. So link dash map, so insertion order it will be given. That's the first step. Step 2, convert the string into character array using toChar array method. All these are given in the string class. So all these are given in the string class. Okay. So then we can see you got it. See character array. So array name equal to string. This is the string input dot toChar array method. ToChar array method you can use. And you will convert the string into character array. Now iterate the character array and check. So each character already present or not in the map. How can you check that? First you have to iterate this. So for character ch::character array, if the map dot contains key, this character, so then what I'm doing, if it is present, if key is already present in map, add key value by 1, increment the key value by 1, because it's already there, that's why. So how can you insert into the map? hm dot put the character, hm dot get of this character plus 1. So whatever the previous value and current I'm incrementing 1. So suppose this key is not present in the map. So I'm just placing that character is occurring only one time. That character is occurring only one time. So that is so how to print occurrence of each character. So return the map. So you got the map and return it. Next, print duplicate characters in the given string. So see, I already written this logic. Again, I don't need to write. That's why this method I made a return type. So I got the calling same class return type static method in the another static method. How can you call data type, variable name? So return type static method. That's what I'm doing. So the return type of this method is, this is the one. So that I have written here. And map name. So dupe map I have given. And the method name directly I'm calling. So this is also static and above method also static. I can call one static method in another static method directly. So these are all base concepts. So these concepts I have given already. And again, I'm using multiple places. Fetch all the keys from the map using key set method. So I'm getting all the keys using key set method. See that the map dot key set, which is a returns set collection, and the key data type is a character. So the collection name I have given. So then iterate the collection. So this key is collection. So printing duplicate characters for character, because the data type of this collection is a character, and the key name, one variable I have given, colon, the collection name, keys collection. If the map dot get of key, this key greater than 1, then print that key. That means if the value of that key greater than 1, that means so it is duplicate, right? More than 1 means it is a duplicate. The same character is repeating. So more than once only, then you will get the key more than 1, right? Otherwise you won't get. So that time I'm printing that. That's what the duplicates. So only that duplicate character I'm printing. So this is the how you can print. So everything based on this only. So this logic only. So they will ask many questions on this. If you know this logic, you can play around with that. But all map methods you should know very clearly. Without knowing those map methods, it's highly impossible to write any of the programs. So we have one more, get the maximum repeated character count. And so then we have duplicate occurrence of word in given string. So that will know few more programs are there. So let's join back and we'll see them. Okay.